Also, I'm taking care of the thematic network on permafrost of University of Arctic. That's why I'm doing the summer school for the different countries, different area, including Yakutsk, for this summer course. My most interesting topic is permafrost. Then permafrost is just first, I should really explain about permafrost. So permafrost is definition of permafrost is a frozen ground colder than 0 degrees Celsius for more than 2 years. Then maybe today so many different media or journalism talk about permafrost thawing. Of course, one of the most important indicator of the climate change. That's permafrost. So then actually what I'm doing the permafrost, my job is try to drill hole to the ground, then put temperature sensor into the permafrost, then measure permafrost temperature. Then of course, just today we cannot tell the warming permafrost or cooling or not changing. If we put the sensor now, continue to measure 10 years, 20 years, hopefully like 100 years, then we see the temperature rising or cooling or not changing, then we can have an idea what is the stability of permafrost. That's I'm mainly working. Then so far we have several spot in Russia, we measure this, like Chukotka has a much warming today, then northern Saha has a warming too, but central Yakutia has not too much warming. But anyways, we should watching, in the future how changing. It's very important topic. That's of course, linked to the infrastructure, especially in here Saha, we have a lot of mining activities, also oil pipelines, railways, and also road. All of the public infrastructure is deeply connected with the permafrost. I mean, we have to monitor the condition of permafrost. Is all impacted all the infrastructure. So then that's how important about permafrost. But at the same time, then how we want to expand this topic for more understandable in this Yakutia. So that means simply we need more borehole. We need more monitoring. That's more understandable entire Saha. Of course, Saha is the biggest republic. So huge area, not easy, but we should do this, before something change about permafrost. So then what happened is about 5 years ago, we figured out the best way is involve the local government, local rules, or public school to involve this monitoring. What happened is I'm driving to, or sometimes flying to the village, the remote village, then meet a student, meet a teacher, then we put the borehole together, we put the sensor in there, monitor the temperature, then we remain there, they continue to monitor, they report to me. That works for the whole Saha's cities and village can monitor the temperature, then we have a data continuously. That's what we're doing today. Then at the same time, my life is of course limited, everybody's life is limited. Then we want the permafrost temperature, the longer monitoring, because temperature changing is like yearly, like 0.1 degree changing or even less than this. So I mean, we need at least 10 years or 20 years or maybe 100 years or longer, the more easy to see some trend. My lifetime is not long enough. So that means that we need work together with the next generation. So that's why the school is a great place to, today school student is a teenage, but these people going to another 10 years, 20 years, could be the scientist, could be the teacher. Continue to measure for this permafrost temperature, then when they go into the elder, like 50, 60, 70 years old, hopefully that case, we have almost 50 years of data can get. Then hopefully these people also teach the younger generation. That means that we can continue to generation to long-term permafrost monitoring. That's my goal about monitoring permafrost. That's why we are doing not just scientists. We work together with the community. We work with students. So this project is so far works very great. Then we just the first result book is we just published this month. So then we try to this book to deliver to all the schools and the local communities, rules. That's hopefully the increasing knowledge for the, even some people is never come to the university, but they learn about permafrost. They know about each village's permafrost temperature. That makes all the people's knowledge increasing. So that case, we can more discussion, or maybe they can find any problems about the climate. The all issue is people's knowledge level is higher, more chance to detect earlier. So that makes all the community stay healthy, more sustainable way we can live in the future. That I'm hoping about this. So that's our main goal about this program. Then maybe in the additional little time, I want a little talk about the U-Arctic. Especially this is for the Northeastern Federal University. We are, University of Alaska Fairbanks and Northeastern Federal University is a very close relationship. Then we have an exchange student annual base. Then I'm also supporting about this. Then try to change the credit exchange or some summer school changing. Then we are very encouraged to the student in Northeastern Federal University come to United States. Hopefully using like Fulbright to come here, or like North to North program for all the U-Arctic member institutions can move, without additional fee or tuition. So that we try to do this today. Then I'm very, hopefully more coming for Alaska. So this is my main work. Then finally, I'm very, very lucky to, as already I can speak Russian very not much. Then mainly English, even go to village. Students are great, very motivated and listening nicely. Then also I have very great colleague here in the Northeastern Federal University. Then everybody helped me to go travel in all the area in Saha, then get the permission or any. I never have a problem about this. That's all this university's support for me. Then that we can have a nice book is published about this result, which is great. That means we have a really nice resources in the Northeastern Federal University about this science and the permafrost, the geocryology. Told them that this is a great place to study about permafrost. Hopefully everybody graduate from this university going to the leader of this country about this science. That's I'm hoping about this. Then we have a nice community-based permafrost monitoring program established now. Then one of the keys, we want to continue to this measurement. I very love to support any young scientists going to the professional. I love to support this. But at the same time, we did in the North America same things. Like Alaska and Canada, I visiting all of the schools and set up borehole, and we published the book. Then now this is the Siberian version of this book is ready. All of the Arctic now kind of networked finally. Yeah. That means great point is I know the teacher of almost all the Arctic area. Then if they want to exchange or any communicate, I love to support this. So then the next step of this is, of course, first, continue to measure permafrost temperature. But second, we see the infrastructure problem. That's, of course, we do engineering to research about this. But third, this is most interesting for me, is Lenik, Bruce in Saha language. So Lenik is actually using permafrost in the local people. Then, of course, if the future permafrost temperature rise or something different, could be the Lenik is no longer used for this storage purpose or something. So then we put the temperature sensor in the Lenik, how changing this, then maybe the Lenik is the most important topic between engineers, people, and the permafrost study. So that's I'm more focusing now for understand about the Lenik, how they using this, how to maintain this, then how temperature looks like the cold enough for storage or just around Central Yakutia, people using just for ice for drinking water, or Northern Sahara, people using more fish and meat for storage all year round. So something purpose for using, timing of using, or the temperature of using. That's I'm very interested about this. Then I more further to archive this. Then could be another 200-300 years later. Nobody using Renic anymore possible, right? Then also now you have an electric freezer. You can buy it. You can much easy. You don't need to go out to go to get something. You can put in the freezer. Possible. I mean, that kind of material culture could be changing our customs too. I mean, we live in 21st centuries now. We want to archive how Yakuch people using Renic. What kind of material in, what the dimension of the Renic. That's I want all the data together to one book to keep the future archive. That's I'm very interested in working on this today. So that's very well was a very dream about this. But there is when we study more further into the permafrost, there is much more other interesting topic come up. But so far now, I said. Renic is very important and interesting topic. So then we have right now we have all the data, permafrost data we're collecting. We have a website has a NOAA and that's the United States government site, but NOAA and NASA corporate, we have a global website. You can go there, you see the old data in there. Then also permafrost temperature data, we have a data center in Colorado. That's all the Arctic data in there. Then free access, everybody can access to do this. Then Renic, we still try to collecting this. Then you don't see the data in the website, but at least the permafrost temperature is on the active layer, depths and temperature. This data is in the publicly available.